Good morning. Welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 4 of authentic. Setting an intention and trusting the process. Um, it's like the journey is actually what we're looking for. It's not the ultimate outcome somehow. I have to feel the bumpy road as we go. I'm just trusting the process of moving towards authenticity and being authentic and just feeling the dissonance in me as I bring more and more awareness and presence into how I am and who I am in the world. It's fascinating, so fascinating. And then this awesome thing happened yesterday. I'm doing it was the first day of a course that I'm doing out in the Connacht Hotel, and I was wheeling my massage tables or my cranio tables upstairs on one of the big trolleys, and I met this woman that I know, and then this other woman came up and she's like, "Oh my God, I do yoga with you," and so she lives somewhere the other side of town, and she's like, "Oh my God, are you based in Galway?" And so it was really nice. It was such a pleasure to meet you, Aisling, and it made my day. It's always such a delight to meet, just like in the shop or, like that, somebody who's like, oh my God. She was saying that she did yoga with me on Tuesday. I just love it. I love that, like that intention that I am here, I'm turning up, and it's incredible to hear that you guys are turning up too. So have your chair for the meditation at the end. I have my trousers for a belt, and come lie down. Come. Nice to be here. Oh, I'm gonna light my candle. I knew it was something. Um, this lighting of the candle to honor the space or to hold space for me. It's a friend of mine who showed it to me first. And it really was a very big part of my yoga practice for many years. That I would light a candle, do our practice, and then head off into my day afterwards. I really love it. So landing on the floor, arrive again. Shimmy yourself, unpack your shoulders, lift and drop your pelvis. As I lift and drop, I tuck my tailbone under and I place my spine back down on the floor. And I just have a sense of really purposefully, actively creating connection rather than just randomly throwing myself down. Oh, something's happening. Microphone. So interesting. My microphone is the wrong microphone. 1 second. Yes, I see it now. I'm going to have to turn off the camera for just a second, guys, and then I'll be back. Dun, dun, dun. I'm back. Yes, the last click of my microphone didn't go through, so now you can hear me. Thanks, Sinead. So landing purposefully, attentively, actively on the floor. And then flatten your lower back down and begin to roll up along your spine. And then roll all the way down to land on the floor. And flatten your lower back down, roll up along your spine. And then roll all the way down, land on the floor. And flatten your lower back down, roll up along your spine. And roll down along the floor to land completely. Drop your knees to the right, arms overhead. Maybe reach into your fingers, find a yawny stretch. And then down the other side, drop your knees to the left, reach into your arms, find a yawny stretch. And then just begin to rock your knees from side to side. As you drop your knees one way and then the other way. One way And then the other way. Nice. Come back to center. So I'm just going to make some space. We're going to roll over. We're going to do some side body work. So reach your right arm long beside your ear, roll over onto your right side, and then bring your two knees on top of each other. So my knees are at a 90. I'm doing 90 with my knees. So often we do 90 when we're lying on the floor. Now we're doing 90 lying here. So your knees are straight out from your hips, and then your calves are at a 90-degree angle to your knees. Bring your right hand so it's like scaffolding on the floor in front of you. And in some ways, my left elbow is doing 90 straight in front of me. There's all these 90-degree angles with my hand, with my elbow, with my shoulder. It's all very geometric this morning. You're lying on your right arm. Maybe just shimmy, have that sense of intentionally placing yourself. So I want to reach a bit more, really place that right side of my body so it's feeling very active and connected. Sometimes when I just throw myself down, there's not a engagement of the part that's in contact with the floor. And I'm really more and more enjoying that sense of purposeful engagement with the floor. So draw your right knee up and pause with your left knee up, left knee up to your left elbow. And pause there. So my right knee is pushing into the floor, my right arm is resting on the floor. And that sense of the squeeze of my elbow to my knee and also my knee to my elbow. And just pause there. Feel the ribs and the waist on the left. Feel the work that's happening there. Feel how it's the front of your hip that's really working. Lengthen your left leg long. Imagine you can touch the wall way, 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 way down. And I can feel that almost dragging into my right arm because I'm pulling so much down with my foot lengthening. And my ribs on the floor have lifted off the floor as a result. Nice. Bring your knee up, let it touch. Pause, squeezing deeply. And then lengthen your leg long. Feel like everything is pulled by the reaching of that leg and the effort to try and touch the wall way, way, way down in front of you. No, beyond you. And then up. So funny last night. So I had my yoga classes last night. And at one stage I said, bring your knee, let your knee fall gently towards your nose. And actually it was your nose falling gently towards your knee. But in that moment, it was very funny. It was like, no, no, no. Yeah. Yeah, it was quite random, the things I was saying. Great. Now sweep your left leg straight forward in front of you and see if your knee can come to your elbow with your leg straight. And then swing your leg back behind you, as far back behind you as you can. Now we're sweeping our leg backwards and then all the way forwards. Nice. Sweep your leg backwards. And as I sweep backwards, I feel the lengthening through my chest, and even the counterweight of how my chest is moving forward as my leg moves backwards. One more time. Sweep your leg forward, touch. Sweep your leg back. Nice. Bring your leg straight out from your hips, straight down, and then lift your leg up. So my toes are still pointing the same direction as my face. Lower your leg down. Lift your leg up. Toes still pointing in the same direction. You don't change the angle of your foot in this one. Up and then down. Next one, you change the angle of your foot. As your leg goes up, turn your toes towards your head. And suddenly there's this difference in angle that you can get. Nice. Turn your toes towards your head. Feel the swing up. Turn your toes towards your head. Feel the swing up. And then one last time. Turn your toes towards your head. Feel your swing up. Nice. Try the other side. So lying on your back, pause for a moment. Let's feel the difference between one side and the other. Nice. And then roll over onto your left side. Right hand is on the floor in front of you. Your knees are at 90. And again, replace the left side of your body very purposefully on the floor. Nice. Draw your right knee up. Let it touch your right elbow. Pause. And as we pause, it's like the load of time or the stress of time, effort, actually begins to really highlight the muscles that we're using and the places that we're using. Nice. Stretch your leg long, pointing into your toes. Try and touch the wall way down beyond you. And as I've done that, my ribs on the left have lifted. Nice. Bend your knee, draw your knee up and touch your elbow. Pause. And then stretch your leg long, reaching out. Imagine you can touch the wall with your toes. And I feel this deep sense of my psoas, the deep belly, really reaching down into my leg. Last one, bend your knee, draw your knee up, touch your elbow, pause. And then stretch your leg long. Nice. So leg is stretched long, foot is parallel to the floor. Keep your foot parallel to the floor as you lift your leg. Toes stay facing the same direction. Lower your leg down. And notice how there is a limit to the lifting that you can find in your leg. It's all the side of your buttock, the side of your leg that's moving. The deep inner thigh, this abduction of your leg away from the midline. Nice. Now, next time that you lift your leg, you're going to turn your foot so it moves towards your head, and suddenly you're like, woohoo! Your leg lifts. I just feel that. One more time. Oh, yes. And then I forgot the straight leg forward. So bring your right leg forward, let it bang into your right elbow, and sweep your right leg back, sweeping back. Feel the counterweight through the chest, through the belly. And draw your leg forward, let it touch, and then sweep your leg back. Nice. One more time. Draw your leg forward, sweep your leg back. Super. Come all the way up to sit. Stretch your legs out long. Nice. And then bend both knees into zigzag. Just pause there and zigzag. Let that settle. So even just zigzag will begin the settling of that effort that we just did through the sides of our hips. Nice. Stretch your legs long. Bend your knees in the other direction. Zigzag to the left. Last night, I always say this, but the Wednesday night strong class, I think there's around 8 of you who do the in-person, this yoga with me. And so when I give an instruction, it's just so beautiful to watch you all move. I'm like, oh, they know exactly what I mean. It's really lovely. So just begin to zigzag from side to side. And just notice how, you roll onto the baby toe side of your feet and you bend your knees and then you roll and bend your knees and roll. Straighten your legs. Nice. So bring your feet wide and then bend your right knee so that it's coming into zigzag as such, and then reach your right hand as far to the right as you can. Nice. Come back to center. Stretch your leg long, bend the left knee, reach your left hand towards the left. Come back to center. Bend your right knee, reach your right hand. Can you go a bit further so that your leg lifts off the floor almost on the left? Come back. Bend your left knee, reach your left hand, maybe lift your right foot off the floor. And come back. Nice. Bend your right knee, reach your right hand, lift your left foot as you reach. Come back. Bend your left knee, reach your left hand, maybe your right leg floats. Nice. And come back. Soles of your feet together, knees apart, holding onto your ankles, sitting up tall. This is one I started last night. It's really fun. I really like this next one. So holding onto your ankles, sitting up tall, bring both hands to your right knee and hold on. And just feel like when I hold on, I feel all kinds of, it's like bindings in my torso, in my chest, in my arm. And I begin to breathe and lengthen through them. So I'm really holding firmly to my knee. Nice. Bend your right elbow, reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. As you reach up, pause there. Right arm is straight up towards the ceiling. Nice. And then lean a little bit towards the left with your right arm. Draw your right elbow down in the direction of the floor. Reach your right arm up and then over towards the left. And the holding of the right knee with your left hand is the anchor. So I feel like a pole vaulter jumping, like leaping. Oh, pole vaulter, oh, a pole vaulter. No, not a pole vaulter. A high jumper. That's what I feel like. So this left shoulder is the high bar, and it's like I'm jumping over something. You know, that curving leap that they do. So incredible. One more time. Draw your elbow down, and then arm over towards the left. Pause. Nice. Come back to center. Come back to center. Pause in middle. And then hold on to your left knee. And like lift your knee up so you can hold it, that you can find it. And then pause. Feel the binding of holding your knee. Nice. Bend your left elbow. Reach your left hand up towards the ceiling. And then dive with your left hand over towards the right. And then bring your left elbow down in the direction of the floor. So you can't really bring your left elbow down because you would lose balance. So when you have to balance and reach, and so you're contracting, but you're lengthening a contraction. It's either eccentric or concentric movement. I can never remember which one is which. It's one of my, I just get confused. So this contracting or lengthening of a contracted movement is really important because we can lengthen a relaxed muscle, so yield, relax, drop into it. But lengthening a contracted muscle is another kettle of fish. So just feel that. As you draw your elbow down towards the floor, there's a stability and balance and work that's happening that's really important for your nervous system. It's like, how do I stabilize and move at the same time? Pause with your left arm over towards the right. Nice. Come back to center. Stretch both legs long. And just round your back forward. Reach down towards your feet. Wiggle your toes. Move a bit. Have a sense of being like a wiggly snake in a bag or something. That sense of really feel like you can move your spine, move your legs, move your feet. So I remember the move last night that we haven't done in ages, years maybe. So bend your knees and then round your back and reach your fingers forward. But the reaching of your fingers forward is really like you're very, very committed to reaching your fingers forward. Reach your fingers more and more and more and more and more and more. So as a result, my chest is being pulled towards my my thighs, but not because my belly muscles are doing it. It's because my back muscles are doing it. You really feel my fingers are reaching more and more forward, and it's my back that's pulling me forward. Reach more. Go a little bit further. Pause. Nice. Sitting up tall, pull your elbows back into double lawnmower. Lift through the chest as you pull your elbows back. I'm even leaning a little bit backwards as I do this. Nice. And then round your back, reach your fingers forward. Let your fingers pull you forward. A little bit more, a little bit more. Nice. Pull your elbows back, sitting tall. Double lawnmower, feel the pull. And then reach your fingers long, extending out. Reach, 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 reach. Nice. I'm going to do pulling a rope onto a boat. So bring your left hand to the floor and dive with your right hand to the outside of your left foot. Pull your right elbow back, making a fist out of your hand. Pull your elbow towards the floor. And then reach your left hand forward to the outside of your right foot. Pull your left elbow back towards the floor. Right hand forward. Pull it back. Left hand forward. Pull it back. And that reach that we just did, see if you can find that reach where your back is rounding forward. Pull your elbow back so your chest is opening. Your back is rounding forward. Pull your elbow back so it touches. Back is reaching forward. Elbow down. Back is reaching forward. It really feels very different when I focus on my back rather than my abdominal muscles. Forward. We didn't use the belt. Forward. Nice. So, those of you heading off into your day, ciao. And those of you staying for the meditation, amazing. So, grab your chair or find a way that you sit with your legs up on a coffee table, on a bed, on a chair, whatever it is you're doing. Have a book, a block, a pillow for underneath your head. Like I said yesterday, if you want a blanket, eye pillows, whatever it is that you want, have them handy so that you have them there for your meditation. It'll just be 5 minutes. So come lie on the floor. Legs up on your chair, head on your block. And again, we're going to really purposefully place ourselves down. So feeling the back of your spine, unpack your shoulders, be in the right place for your calves. Your feet are free or maybe in contact. Just notice what's right for you. Arms wide. Turn your palms towards the ceiling if that's comfortable for your arms. It's just good for your chest to open and widen. Everything we do is tending palms down forward, like typing kind of thing, or cutting or moving things. So when we open our palms towards the ceiling, it's just very nice for our bodies to be in an open position. And then just pause. Breathing into your belly. And we're going to start, as you did the first day, where is your wellness right now? As you lie here, what gives you a present time sense of your wellness? And for me, I always start really mundane. It's like, what is actually physically happening in this moment and what can I anchor into? So right now, my calves resting on this chair, which is actually really happening, that feels like a resource right now. And the feeling of my clothes around my neck, it's a very, really comfy neck thing on this top. And that feels really yummy. The contact of the floor with my lower back feels really wholesome and connected. The contact of just the ball of my feet on the chair. So notice for you the actual physicality, I'm going to call them the simple resources of wellness. They are things that are actually happening. Maybe your blanket feels really cozy, or just pausing and lying here feels really cozy and connected. And then draw in a memory of something that brought you wellness. So maybe for me, it was seeing the full moon this morning. I don't know if it's full, but it's pretty full. It's just so beautiful. And then there was that sense of, there was something about the sky this morning that really, really was beautiful. And my first coffee this morning was delicious. So find what it is that brings wellness to you right now. And notice what happens in your body when you think of that thing. When I think of the moon, I'm feeling into my body, the sense in my body of how it feels. There's an alarm going off on my phone, so if you can hear music, it's just my phone. So lean into all that is well within you right now, feeling your calves resting on the chair, your back long on the floor. I brought my hands to my heart. There's something about the moon and my heart that felt really connected, so I'm holding my heart. So just notice for you, where in your body are the sensations of wellness, and how do you sink into them a little bit more? And then just find your drop. Last minute, find that sense of the drop. How do you fall inwards? How do you turn your senses inwards and travel down through the inner waterfall or the inner escalator, or that sense of down through your midline into the deep of you? How do you fall into the great pond of your belly, or travel down the cascade of your thighs into the pool of the pelvis? You know, that sense of the deep, wide back of you resting on the floor. Find your drop. As you connect to your drop, as you deepen in, you can stay there as long as you can, maybe. If you have another few minutes, then just pause, let yourself rest into this work that you've done, your wellness, that orientation to present time, this moment, and all that is well within you. How beautiful. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining me. Such a pleasure. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.